Welcome to another math class. Today we are going to learn about order of operations, and we are going to use the BIDMAS rule. BIDMAS stands for B brackets, E exponents, D divide, M multiply, A add, and S subtract. So why do we need to know order of operations? Well, if you look at the first equation, you have 2 plus 2 equals 4. Now, that is using only one mathematical operation, one type. What if you use more than one type of mathematical operation? So if you look at the other equation, you have 2 plus 2 times 3. How would you do this? Would you do 2 plus 2 times 3 and you get 12? Or would you do 2 times 3, 6, and then you add 2, which is 8? Which one is correct? Here's the sequence for order of operations. You do the numbers in brackets first, followed by exponents, then divide or multiply, and finally add or subtract. So for the equation 2 plus 2 times 3, the answer is 8. And why? Because multiply comes first, then you add. You can check on your calculator and you will get the same answer. Let's have brackets in equations. You have 2 plus 2 times 3 equals 8. But what if I put brackets around 2 plus 2? Using BIDMAS rule, we have to do the numbers in the brackets first. So 2 plus 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. Let's practice using brackets in equations. In the first example, we have 4 minus 2 in brackets plus 3. Well, we have to do the numbers in the brackets first. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and then you add 3, and you get 5. Next one, we have 6 plus 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is in brackets, so we'll leave 6 by itself. And then we do 3 plus 1, which is 4, and we get 10. Let's have exponents in equations. What are exponents? Well, if you look at the top right corner, you will see a 2 and a smaller 2 here. We would say this has 2 to the power of 2. And what it means is you multiply the number 2 times. And if we have 2 to the power of 3, you multiply 3 times. And of course, if you have 2 to the power of 4, you multiply 4 times. And you get 16. Now let's take a look at the equations we have here. We have 2 times 2 to the power of 2 plus 3. Now we know we have to do the exponents first. So we have 2 times 2 to the power of 2, which is 4, plus 3. And then we also know that multiply comes before add. So 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. Now we have here 2 to the power of 2 minus 2 plus 1 in brackets. Well, BIDMAS says brackets comes first. So 2 to the power of 2 minus 3. So we have 2 to the power of 2, which is 4, minus 3, and we get 1. Let's solve these equations. We have the first one, which is 10 minus 2 times 2 to the power of 2. So we know that we need to do the exponent first. 2 to the power of 2, which is 4. Then we know that multiply comes before subtract. So 2 times 4 is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Let's do the next one. We have 1 plus 3 in brackets times 2 to the power of 2 plus 3. Well, brackets comes first, so 1 plus 3 is 4 times 2 to the power of 2 plus 3. Next, we do the exponent, which is 2 to the power of 2, which is 4 plus 3. Now, we do the multiply first, which is 4 times 4, 16, plus 3, and we get 19. Let's have divide and multiply in equations. In the first example, we have 2 plus 4 divided by 2. Now we know divide and multiply comes before add and subtract, so we'll do the divide first. We have 2 plus 4 divided by 2, which is 2, so 2 plus 2 is 4. Second example, we have 2 plus 4 times 3. Again, multiply comes before add, so it's 2 plus 12. We have 14. But what happens when we have divide and multiply in the same equations? This is when we use the left to right rule. So for the equation 4 divided by 2 times 3, which one we do first? Well, using the left to right rule, we do the one on the left first. So 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 3, and we get 6. Let's practice solving these equations. Now we have 5 times 5 divided by 5. So using the left to right rule, we would do 5 times 5 first, which is 25. Divide by 5, and we get 5. Let's do the next one. We have 12 divided by 4 times 3. So once again, left to right rule. 12 divided by 4 is on the left side, so we get 3 times 3, and you get 9. When we add and subtract in equations, we also use the same left to right rule. So in the first example, we have 20 plus 10 minus 10. Using the left to right rule, we would do this one first. 20 plus 10, which is 30, minus 10, and we get 20. Let's practice solving these equations. In the first example, we have 5 times 5 divided by 5 in brackets. So we know that we have to do the numbers in brackets first. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And so the answer is 5 times 1 is 5. Next example, we have 2 times 5 minus 2 to the power of 2. So we know that exponents comes before multiplication. So 2 times 5 minus 2 to the power of 2, which is 4. Next, multiply comes before subtract. So 2 times 5 is 10 minus 4. And so the answer is 6. Let's practice solving more equations. So we have 10 minus 5 plus 5 in brackets plus 1. So brackets comes first. 10 minus 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 1. And we know that using the left to right rule, we will do these ones first. 10 minus 10, which is 0. And you plus 1, you get 1. Next one, 2 plus 5 times 3 minus 1. Well, we know that multiply comes before plus or subtract. So you have 2 plus 15 minus 1. And using the left to right rule, we're going to do 2 plus 15 plus 17 minus 1, and we get 16. Let's solve this last equation. We have 8 minus 6 times 2 plus 2 in brackets, divide by 2 to the power of 2. Using BIDMAS rule, we will have to do the numbers in brackets first, which is 2 plus 2, 4, divide by 2 to the power of 2. Next, we would do the exponent. So 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Now we have multiply and divide in the same equation. Using the left to right rule, we would do multiply because multiply is on the left side. 8 minus 6 times 4 is 24. Divide by 4. And then now we know divide comes before subtract. So 24 divided by 4 is 6. And finally, 8 minus 6 is 2. And that is order of operations. See you next time. Bye.